Hey y'all, today I only messed up 3 things, but we got our rear window in. My name is Andrew and this is the OK Humvee. That is right, today is part 2 of the Humvee hardtop install. Thanks for coming back for part 2. If you missed part 1, there's a link in the description. Go back and watch part 1. Or if you don't care, watch this one. Today, we're installing the back window, the rear curtain, as it's called. Yeah. What's going on there? Just like the previous kit, it's very well organized as far as the parts go. So we're just going to start with step 1. Step 1, all right. Attach item 22 to item 24 and rivet. All right. Item 22 is a different looking bolt hole. Don't worry, we're gonna figure this out. Or I'll do it wrong and have to do it over. Either item 26, kind of look like tent stakes. 22 threaded, attaches to 24. So I'll move that for now. And it attaches with rivets. All right, they're different size rivets. So this will be really important that I pay attention to what bag I'm pulling from. As someone with mild dyslexia, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. What number did I say? Tack count. These are 1/8 of an inch, 400 rivets. Question is, are these the same size that I was using? The nozzles have different numbers, but it's not any of the numbers that are on here. There's some conversion. I don't know what that conversion is. That looks like that fits though. Do I still have the instructions? No. That's okay. Rivet gun nozzle sizes. So I've got a 3.2, which is 1/8. All right. 1/8 will work for one of these. The other is 3/16. And the 3/16 rivet uses a 4.8 millimeter nozzle. That's dumb. Why not just label it the same thing? 4.8. 4.8, according to Google, is for the 3/16 rivet. And the one I have in there now is the one I need for these rivets. All right, so there's a single tapped hole away from me. So we're gonna do it like that. This goes inside, I think. All right, 5 of these rivets. All right, I'm just gonna double check because if I do this wrong, I'll have to drill out all these rivets. All right. So part 22. 22 is definitely the one with the nut certs. I just don't want y'all making fun of me in the comments. Actually, I don't care what you do in the comments. That's just more engagement. All right. Step one is done. All right, step two, we're gonna attach this other to the inside. I don't think it matters on this one. I don't think it matters. I'm guessing it should be symmetrical. Yeah, we're just gonna go with that. What if I told you I did this wrong? Son of a gun. Yeah, I did this backwards. And cut. All right, I'm just gonna double check, because if I do this wrong, I'll have to drill out all these rivets. I'll have to drill out all these rivets. I'll have to drill out all these rivets. So here I am, doing the thing I said I didn't want to do. Hope you enjoy this. You know what that sounds like? Bad choices. These are some nice rivets. Drill bit broke. That tracks. Just put him back in there and pretend that didn't happen. Rivets are strong, especially if you put them in wrong and have to remove them. Read the instructions a couple times before you start doing this. Otherwise, you make a fool of yourself on the internet. But that's okay. We're all friends here. All right, starting over. Oh, there is a right way to put this on. If you're a dummy, you put the rivets in before you double check because you get cocky. Let's clean up real quick and we'll readdress this. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. That's what I get for marking something off the list and trying to go in order. All right, so here's what I did wrong. I thought these were for a bolt to go through. They're not. They need to line up right on the back of these larger holes like that. So I had it on the wrong side. Now that I've drilled those rivets out, we'll try this again after I double check. Yep, I mean, it's in the directions. It's pretty clear. I just didn't look at that part. I did break a drill bit off in one of the rivets. So that was a little detour of fun there. This is why you watch the YouTube video first. See somebody else make a mistake, make a fool of themselves, so that you don't have to. In fact, if this has helped you, go ahead and subscribe. Or if you feel bad for me, go ahead and subscribe. Or if you've already subscribed, mail me some more rivets. All right, attach item 22 to 24, done correctly this time. Because now the nuts line up with the holes big enough for a bolt to go through. All right, so back to where we were 30 minutes ago. We're gonna put this piece, item 23, in there with 11 rivets. All right, that was the last one. Okay, this part is done, step 2. And wouldn't you know it, step 3, there's a bunch more rivets. And this is when we switch our nozzles. So we're gonna go to, for the 3/16 rivet, which is baggie number 14. So we're gonna stack 30 of these little shims. All right, so we're gonna run 2 rivets on each side. All right, so we're gonna rivet in from the top on these outside holes that are gonna line up with this big stack here of shims or spacers, I don't know. And they're gonna sit in there and they're gonna do make this flush, probably for the floor supports, fill in the gaps. I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go. All right. Step 3 is done. We've attached items 21 to 24. So now you've got this channel. Looks like this. Yeah. Okay. Next page. Now we're going to attach knuckle covers. That's these guys. To the back curtain itself with, wouldn't you know it, rivets. Okay, this is where we are. Knew this day would come, where the pieces are too big for the table. I am going to confirm and make sure I put these on the right side. So, this does slant in, as you can tell. So the boxes are going to be on this side. Remember when I said I was going to clean up? I got distracted halfway through. Oh, that'll work. Okay. Holes line up. We're gonna go with it. All right, so the 3 from the top go in from the outside. The rest come up from underneath, from the back. All right, so attach the knuckle covers. Now we've got to attach the weather stripping. 16 and 17, or 17. 16 says to use 1 piece around the knuckle cover at the base. All right, so this is what I was saying before. Got this little channel, and then the squishy part. Yeah, I know, weather stripping should not require a hammer. But none of y'all are here actually helping, so I'm gonna do whatever I want. Okay. Dang. A lot more work than I thought it was gonna be. Jeez. All right. So these corners are tough, I'm not gonna lie. All right, so this just has it going pretty flush on each side of those bolt holes. Okay, so just finished the rear curtain. Now we're on step 6. All right, so we need these two little guys. Then we need 3, 7, and 6. We're not gonna strip any of these, right, Andrew? Right. We're not stripping any of them. Help if I added the important piece. Okay, so the next step is the weather stripping across the back of the rear wall. Now, as you know, the weather stripping gave me some issues earlier, so I'm just gonna speed this up real quick. There we go. Weather stripping up the C-pillars and across the top, and you didn't have to watch me struggle with it. Sweet, next. All right, so this next step 9, A through J, extra steps. So this one's gonna take a minute. All right, so we're gonna put this on here. We're gonna do a temporary bolt just to kind of, I guess, hold it in place while we drill some pilot holes for something else. Let's see, it's lining up pretty good. Really good, actually. Yeah, okay. Holds on up good. I did have to move the seatbelt tower. There were already some bolts there, so I just unbolted it and scooted over. But did on both sides, and no problem with any clearance so far. So let's see what's next. All right, so what we're doing here is, what are we doing here? Well, we're forgetting the screwdriver. That's one thing we're doing. All right, so out. 4 1/4. Hey, 4 1/4. Make sure not to puncture the fuel tank. So you put them in the hole, use a 7/8 wrench to hold the bottom. You use 11/16, I believe. Yeah, 11/16, and you tighten it until it drastically gets tighter, and then you stop, and then you hope you did enough. All right, nutsert in, 7/8, and then clockwise. And you take this little top piece out. There you go. All the pieces back in. We're going to drill these 3 holes into the body on each side, and then we'll drill these holes out for the nutserts. Take it back apart, put some weather stripping under here, bolt it all back together. Now we're going to put this nutsert in. now it's time to bolt all this mess together. First, we're gonna put some long half bulb adhesive back seal on that, and it's gonna go as such. And we're gonna bolt it in. So let's find item number 19. Okay. So we want it on the side where the bolts are going into. We want it on top, so like right there. Okay. All right, so that's done. All right, so we're gonna start up here. I'm gonna go right over the ridges. Back down this side. And we do need to do it on the other side of this. All right, we got that done. Not without our complications, but those were self-induced, I will admit. But now, we're on to the fun part. Now it's time to put the window and the window frame in the rear cab wall. This is the last big piece to the puzzle. Let's see if we can figure out this window frame. And then, all right, let's get started with that. All right, so we've got the window pressed in from underneath, and we've got this channel. It's already pre-drilled. This snaps on. Next, we got these little self-tapping screws, baggie number 8. And we're gonna start carefully putting these in. All right, let's get this thing installed. Looks pretty good. Yeah. This side is good. It's pretty flush across the top. See how the holes line up. Yeah. look pretty good, honestly. Okay, we're on the last step. We've got our item 4 screws. We got our sealing washers with the rubber gasket on one side. Then we've got all the nuts, and then a washer for the back, just regular washers. So lean it up, hope the holes all line up, and that's it, boys and girls. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so we're at the very last step. The wall is up, the window's in, all those bolts are in. They've got the little washer with the rubber grommet so it doesn't leak. My problem now is I can't reach the nut and the bolt head at the same time. So luckily, my wonderful wife is gonna help me while our daughter's napping, so thank you for your help.
You're welcome. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Do you want to use the screwdriver or the power tool?
I don't understand the difference, so whatever you tell me to do.
Okay.
The power tool.
All right. We'll see how that works out. Yeah, like there.
You don't have a cushion? There's no seat for me to sit in?
I took the seats out so there'd be more space.
Power tool.
But before you do that,
got it.
got to put a washer. Slap a washer on there.
Washer.
And then you hand thread the nut on first.
Oh, those are some difficult nuts.
I'm not going to use any of this.
Okay,
Parents, watch this.
That's fine.
Oh, I should have got myself a little seat, a little stool to sit in.
And, oh my gosh.
What?
I magneted this tool to the... Oh no, it fell!
The magnet's stuck on the...
Hold, please.
Holding. I just want y'all to know she picked this
What?
job
I
where
did.
she's doing all the work. I'm just
I didn't.
holding the
All
screwdriver.
you said to me was, do you want to do the screwdriver or the power tool? There was no other information. Of course I'm going to pick the power tool.
Should have asked more questions.
You should have given better instructions. Here we go.
Okay.
You having fun?
Yeah, are you?
Yeah. My job's more fun.
Your job is more fun.
Is that why you were mad that I picked this one?
No, everyone's just going to comment about how lazy of a husband I am. Making his wife do all the work.
You're right. I have been doing the laundry and the dishes today, so. Is this more fun or less fun or the same amount of fun as when you were working on your Jeep?
I would say it's more fun because I would have to fix my Jeep to be able to drive it the next day. And that usually required some late nights. This, if I don't finish it in one day, it's not the end of the world.
Fair enough. Ready?
What did you think when I brought this home? When you saw it for the first time?
When I saw it on that trailer in the middle of the ice storm, I thought, the poor man who drove this thing from California, or Texas, where he drove from?
Yeah, he was from Texas, and he had never driven in snow.
Yeah.
He'd never seen snow.
He dropped this thing off.
Yep. And he was freaking out when we rolled it off the back of his trailer.
Oh yeah, because he thought it was just gonna ice all the way down the street.
Yeah.
It's like a sled. You know, in our first 3 months of marriage, you flew to New Jersey to buy the exact Jeep that you wanted, so
Yeah.
I don't know. Nothing phases me since then.
That's good.
Okay.
Well, that wraps up the install of the Plan B hardtop kit for the Humvee. Really happy with how it turned out. It went together really well, with the exception of some user error things on my part. We don't have to talk about those 5 rivets I spent 30 minutes drilling out. But overall, I think it looks really good. Really happy with it. If you need one, I would definitely recommend it. If you like this and want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment of what you want to see next. Hopefully we can get this going, keep it going. Thanks to everybody who's already subscribed. Just been fun. Let's keep doing it. We'll see you next time.